Yes, can you tell me the page number? Last class we were doing which one?
Page number 31 we finished.
Page number 31. Okay, fine. Okay, dear. Fine. So, take page number 32. No, I think page number 33 also we have finished. Check received from Raman deposited in bank, right? We
Page
finished.
number 34 is supposed to study. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna teach 20
Yes.
and 25.
Yes, dear. Yes, that's what. So take page number 34. Yes, we have to do page number 34. Take it. Now see, very important transaction. Check received from Raman, dishonored. Bank charged, bank charges paid 200 rupees. Now what is the meaning of this dishonor? Whenever a customer makes payment to the business through check, that check business will go to the bank and deposit. In this way, what will happen? The bank balance of the business will increase. But sometime what happens, suppose the signature of the customer is not correct, or it is overwritten, or due to any reason, suppose the customer may not have sufficient balance in his bank account. In all these cases, the check will be bounced. What is the meaning of bounced? The business cannot get money from the check given by the customer. That is the meaning of dishonor. Dishonor means if any customer gives any check to the business and business is not able to take the money or receive the money from the bank because the check has been bounced or dishonored. In this case, what journal entry we should pass, and what happens in this case? The bank charges some amount from the business. Bank will charge amount from the business and business will charge the amount or ask the amount from the customer. So this is the meaning of all these story. Now how to pass the entry? Very important. Dishonor of check is important entry. So always remember, kindly write it down as important point. Whenever the check gets dishonored, always we have to do the reverse entry of check received. What I said, whenever the check gets dishonored, you have to do the reverse entry. Reverse entry means reverse entry of what? Reverse entry of check received. Suppose any check is received by the business from any customer, what entry generally we pass? We pass bank account debit to debtors account. If name of the debtor is given, we write the name of the debtor. Now I am telling you, when the check gets dishonored, you have to do the reverse entry of check received. So debtors account debit to bank. Why we are passing this entry? Because whenever any debtor gives the check, we cancel his account. We think that now we have received the money, so no, he is no more our debtor. Manjusha, good evening dear. Manjusha, can you hear me? Manjusha, good evening dear. Yes, you can hear me now. I am audible to you. No network issue.
Yes, ma'am. As of now, no.
Okay, dear. So you take page number 34, dear. 34, page number 34. That dishonor entry we are going to do. 34, okay? Page number 34, 34.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So now what I was saying, whenever there is dishonor of check, you have to do the reverse entry of check received. So whenever any check is received from any customer, what entry we pass? Bank account debit to debtors account. If name of the customer is given, we write name of that customer. Otherwise we use debtor. Now suppose the check dishonored or bounced, you have to do the reverse entry, means again the person will become debtor. Why he will become debtor again? Because we didn't receive any money from that customer due to the dishonor of the check. Again you have to pass the entry debtors account debit. Again he will become debtor. He needs to pay you na. Again he needs to pay you, because whatever check the customer gave to the business, business couldn't get any money from that check because check has dishonored. So again he needs to make another check, new check he may issue the customer, or he may make the cash payment, whatever. So again he becomes debtor for the time being. So debtors account debit to bank account. Now why we are writing this to bank account? We are subtracting our bank balance. Once when the business received check from the customer, business has increased its bank balance. What the business passed the entry? Bank account debit to debtors. Now when the business came to know the check received from the customer has been dishonored, again he has the customer has become debtor. So bank balance business needs to reduce. Bank is an asset. If any asset we want to decrease, we have to credit. So debtors account debit to bank account. In this question, who is our debtor? Debtor is Raman. His check was dishonored, so business could not get any amount from Raman. That is why whenever check is dishonored, you have to debit the debtor's account. Raman account debit. He needs to make the payment to the business. And bank is charging some amount. What amount bank is charging? 200 rupees. Why bank is charging 200 rupees? Because whenever any check gets dishonored, bank charges the amount, okay, from business. So now for business, again it has become expense, that bank charges additional expense due to that customer whose check has been bounced. So bank charges account debit 200. It is expense, that is why we are debiting. Raman, why we are debiting? Again he has become our debtor because we have to receive money from him, and his check has been dishonored, so we couldn't get any money from our debtor. Now to bank account, we are going to subtract the bank balance. So how much amount we will subtract? First 22,050 rupees. How we got this 22,050 rupees? Yes, Raman is our debtor, okay, and how much he paid? He paid us 22,050 rupees. Instead of 22,500, kindly you write it down 22,000. No, don't write anything actually. In Raman's account, don't write anything. You just see, actually 22,050 we have to receive from Raman. That is why we are now crediting, because we couldn't receive from him. Plus again this 200 also we have to pay to the bank. We means I am talking about the business. Business needs to make payment to the bank, this 200 rupees bank charges. So now how much bank balance will get reduced? 22,050 plus 200. Okay. So 22,250 rupees the bank will be reduced. Asset will get reduced. Now we have allowed discount at the time of sale 450 rupees. If you go back to your if you have to check the previous entry, okay, April 14th, if you see that entry, we have allowed cash discount. How much? 2% cash discount, 450 rupees we allowed to Raman for making that immediate payment and all. That is why he just gave us the check. But what happened? Check has been bounced or dishonored. Due to that, we will cancel his discount. Now we are not going to give him any discount because of him business needs to make extra payment, bank charges to bank, and all these problem arise because of dishonor of the check. So his discount will also be cancelled. Now in order to cancel any discount, what you will do, suppose business is giving discount to a customer. That discount is an expense. At the time of giving discount to any customer, business will debit discount allowed account because it is an expense and we are following rule of debit and credit. Now I am telling that discount allowed should be cancelled. In order to cancel or in order to decrease any expense, what you have to do, you have to credit the expense account. Discount allowed is always an expense and we are debiting at the time of giving discount. Now what I said, whenever check gets dishonored, you have to cancel the discount you have given to your customer. So discount allowed is an expense, you have to decrease that expense. Now no more discount allowed will be given to that customer. So you have to credit to discount allowed 450. So if you see total amount, how much like Raman we have to get from Raman 22,500. Okay, we have to get from Raman how much? 22,500 rupees we are going to get from Raman. Raman needs to pay 22,500 to the business. Any doubt? It is extremely important concept. It comes in your exam. So don't take it lightly. Try to understand, practice at home. This check dishonor, check in hand, okay. All these are banking transactions, important journal entry. Do not ignore it. You have to practice, go through it, do it yourself. Then only you will understand. Yes, tell me, Janani, Manjusha, you have any doubt in this check received from Raman dishonored?
No, ma'am. Ma'am, actually, our PT1 timetable has been given.
Yes, dear, tell me, Manjusha, timetable.
Yes, ma'am. On October 24th, accountancy will be there from chapter 1, chapter 10, till cash book.
Till October?
August.
Oh, that's what I got October. Okay, August 24th you are having your accounts exam.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Okay, fine, no issues. Okay, till here it is clear. On accounting equation you are doing all the sums. Accounting equation.
Yes, ma'am. I practiced from T.S. Gariwal and D.K. Gold.
Very good. Now focus on this journal entry. See, once your journal is clear, ledger will be automatically cleared. Once ledger is clear, cash book is very easy. Very easy cash book. But for that concept, you have to be very clear with the concept. At the same time, practice is also needed. Okay, no worries. We will finish.
Yes,
Don't get. So till now, it's in your school now. What they are teaching? Ledger they are teaching.
No, ma'am. Cash book is almost over. We are doing the double column cash book.
Yes, yes. Single column, double column, two types of cash books are there. Yes. Okay. And what about ledger? Ledger they didn't teach you.
Ledger didn't start yet. We have like after cash book this trial balance and maybe after that ledger.
So in your exam, accounting equation, journal entry, cash book, these three chapters are coming.
Accounting equation, journal entry, balancing, and the cash book.
Okay, you just kindly send me your that portions and dates. Okay, afterwards, no hurry now.
Yes, ma'am.
Because I will forget.
Yes,
so I will see it. Okay, you just send me. Fine.
Yes.
And what about the class test, Manjusha? That surprise class test sir has taken?
Ma'am, sir did not take it. He said he would take, but again he changed his mind. He was like, now I won't take it. He was into prepared.
Oh, okay. Okay, fine. Now this entry is clear to Janani, Manjusha, both of you. This check dishonored entry.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now we are moving to next. So April 25th, LI means life insurance, okay, LIC we call it na. So LIC or LI, life insurance premium of Sahil by bank draft paid to bank charges pay. Okay, fine. Actually, life insurance premium of Sahil, okay, who paid? Bank paid, okay. Bank always gives some services to its like customer, like sometimes the customer will forget to pay every month electricity bill, water bill or LIC, so that responsibility will be taken by bank, but for that bank will charge some amount. Bank is not going to do any services free of cost. So bank is asking 200 rupees that charges for doing the service, and bank is paying the LIC bill of Sahil 10,000 rupees. This is given. Now how to pass the entry? See, always remember, Sahil is owner, you have to understand, and life insurance of Sahil is paid by bank. It means drawings. Why drawings? LIC means life insurance premium. Life insurance premium is paid by bank for Sahil. Sahil is owner of the business. He is taking from bank the that amount is reduced from bank balance of the business, and it is drawing. Suppose any LIC is taken for employees. Suppose the question says LIC paid for employees, then it is business expense. So you can treat it as normal expense, and you can write name of the expense, like insurance premium you can write, then you can write to bank. If it is for employees, only insurance premium. Here it is clearly mentioned LIC. Whenever LIC means it is for owner, not for business. That is not business expense. That is owner's personal expense. Any expense which relates to owner, personal, it is drawings. So you have to write drawings account debit to bank account. Now drawings account debit, how much drawings? 10,000, that is the LIC premium, plus 100 or 200. It is 200. You can write here also 200 or make it 100. Bank charges paid, you make it 100 or write here 200. So 10,100 is drawings to bank account 10,100. Because why you are crediting bank account? Because bank is an asset. Whenever you are making payment, bank is decreasing. So 10,100. Whenever asset decreases, you have to credit it. And why you are debiting drawings? Drawing always has a debit balance. Okay, you have to debit drawings whenever drawings takes place. Whenever the proprietor of the business takes any cash for his personal use, you have to debit drawings. Okay, it's clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, drawings you can call it as capital. See, whenever drawings is happening in business, capital is decreasing. If you write here capital account, that is also correct. Instead of drawing, you can write capital also. Because capital will decrease whenever drawings take place. Whenever the owner of the business is taking cash from business for personal use, that is drawing. That will decrease the capital. You have learnt in accounting equation. The same thing is happening here. So instead of capital, instead of drawing, you can write capital also. So drawings or capital, anything, you have to debit 10,100 to bank, and the bank balance will decrease. Yes, Janani, you have any doubt, dear? Janani, I can't hear you, dear. Okay. Now April 30th. Amount transferred to fixed deposit. Now what is the meaning of this? Amount transferred to fixed deposit means some current account balance may be there. They are talking about business only. From that current account balance, the business must have taken 5 lakh rupees and it has been transferred to fixed deposit. Now what will be the journal entry for this? amount transferred to fixed deposit. Fixed deposit, you know, you cannot touch. Suppose fixed deposit is for 5 years, 3 years, you cannot take the money as and when required. After that only you can take the money. So it is fixed. Now what to do? So fixed deposit is an asset. What is fixed deposit for any business? It is an asset. After 5 years, 3 years, 10 years, the business can take the money. So it will get the benefit. So any asset you should debit if it increases. And from where this amount is going to fixed deposit? Bank will reduce to bank account. In bank, the business may have two accounts, current, saving, or any account. From that balance only, business is taking the amount and transferring to fixed deposit. So bank balance will reduce and fixed deposit balance will increase. One asset is decreasing, one asset is increasing. Fixed deposit is an asset, it is increasing, so you are debiting fixed asset account 5 lakh. Another asset you are taking from bank only. So either current, saving, whatever account, it is not given in question, but you have to understand some other account you must have in your bank. From there you are taking the amount, so that balance will decrease in bank. It is an asset, if it decreases you have to credit. So to bank account 5 lakh. Are you understanding, both of you? Janani, Manjusha, why we are passing these entries?
Ma'am, the page is not visible in the PDF.
Page is not clear, Manjusha.
Ma'am, it's not there in the PDF.
It's not there. Page number 35 is not there.
No, ma'am.
Okay, wait, I will send you. Just a moment. I will send you. Now you got it? Yes?
1 second. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Now take the important questions. First PDF I have sent you now. This PDF afterwards only I have sent. The first PDF, important journal entries I have sent you. Kindly open that first PDF. Opened. Important questions, journal entry. The first PDF in journal entry I have sent.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Janani, Manjusha.
Open, ma'am.
Okay. Now take page number. We have to do the second question. That is, take page number 5, dear. Question number 2, page number 5. And start with the format. Kindly write date, particulars, ledger folio, amount, debit, credit, everything. Write it down kindly. Now 2021 April 1st, deposited in bank for opening current account. This is the question. 10,000 rupees. These all are banking transactions, important. Okay, so deposited in bank for opening current account 10,000 means what will happen? Just imagine in this way, if some money you are depositing from your home into bank. In home the cash will reduce, in bank your bank balance will increase. In the same way, business is depositing, taking the cash from the office and depositing into bank. So bank, cash, both are assets for the business. One asset will increase, another asset will decrease. So So bank account debit to cash account. Bank balance will increase. That is also an asset. So you are debiting 10,000 to cash, because from office only the cash is taken by the business. So the office cash will decrease. Cash is an asset. Whenever asset decreases, you have to credit. So bank account debit to cash account 10,000, 10,000. Understood? Janani, Manjusha?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I hope you people are writing. Kindly write it down. Now April 2nd. Withdrawn from bank. April 2nd, what is happening? Withdrawn from bank means from the bank, business is taking the cash and keeping in the office. So just imagine the reverse of this. If from bank, business is taking the cash and keeping in office, means the bank balance will get reduced now. So you have to credit bank. Cash is coming into the office, cash is increasing. So cash account debit to bank account. Why you are debiting cash? Cash is an asset. It is increasing because in office the cash, it is coming into the office. Why bank is decreasing? Because from bank only you are taking the money. So bank will be reduced. Any asset if decreasing, you have to credit. We are following the rules only, debit and credit. So cash account debit to bank account 5,000, 5,000. Whenever cash is withdrawn from bank, this entry. Whenever cash is deposited into bank, just think. Cash deposited into bank, bank balance will increase. Cash balance will decrease. Whenever cash is taken from bank, bank will decrease. Cash will increase. Any doubt? Okay. Janani, what about you, dear?
Can you explain this?
Yes. Little bit louder, dear. I can't hear you.
Can you explain one?
Yeah, sure. Which one you want? The first one or second one or both?
The second one.
See, second one, April 2nd. What the question is telling? Withdrawn from bank. What is the meaning of withdrawn from bank? Business will have its account in bank. From there, business is taking the money. So whenever business will withdraw or take money from bank, the bank balance will be reduced, right? And what the money business will do? It will keep in office. So cash balance will increase. Both are assets. See, cash, bank, both are assets. So in this transaction, one asset will increase, another asset will decrease. So cash in office will increase. So cash account debit. Bank in bank account, it will be reduced. Bank is also an asset. So to bank account, cash account debit to bank account 5,000, 5,000. Now you got it, Jenny, or having doubt still?
No, ma'am, got it.
Okay. Now April 5th, received a check from Ramesh to whom goods were sold for rupees 12,000 last year. Allowed him 1% discount on payment. Now received a check from Ramesh. Okay. So Ramesh is our debtor. By reading each and every line, you should understand what is happening. Received a check from Ramesh means Ramesh is debtor. From him, check is received. To whom goods were sold for rupees 12,000. So business sold goods to Ramesh for 12,000 last year. Now he is making the payment. Allowed him 1% discount on payment. So you have to first do the calculation. 12,000, 1% discount, you have to calculate 1% of 12,000. 120. Business is allowing discount 120 to Ramesh. So how much business will receive or get from Ramesh? Obviously 12,000 minus discount 120. Kindly show each and everything in working notes properly, dear. So finally business will get 11,880 from Ramesh. But what I told, whenever any check is received from any debtor, you have to read all the transactions till end of the question. Whether the check is deposited in the same day or some other day. So when you see the next transaction itself, what the question is saying, April 7th, Ramesh check deposited in bank. So what you understand, April 5th, you have received a check from Ramesh, but you didn't deposit on the same day. How you came to know? Because April 7th, Ramesh check deposited in bank. It means on April 7th only, business has deposited the check received from Ramesh into bank. Obviously on April 7th only the bank balance will increase, not on April 5th. So now what entry you have to pass? Check in hand entry you have to pass. So kindly write it down the date. April 5th, check in hand account debit, discount allowed account debit to Ramesh account. Now in check in hand account, what amount you will write? How much check you are receiving, because business is giving 1% discount to Ramesh. So 11,880 rupees check in hand you have to write. Discount allowed 1% of 12,120 to Ramesh. Ramesh is our debtor. Now he is no more our debtor because he made the payment. So you can remove him from the books. How you will remove? If you want to decrease any asset or remove any asset, you have to credit. So now to Ramesh account. Ramesh is a debtor. Debtor is decreasing. So you are crediting to Ramesh account 12,000. Any doubt in April 5th transaction? Manjusha and Janani?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Now see April 9th. What is happening? Ramesh checks dishonored. Whatever check Ramesh gave to the business on April 9th, what is happening? April 7th, what happened? Business would have gone to bank and deposited Ramesh check. On April 9th, what is happening? Ramesh check dishonored, bank charges 20 rupees. So whatever check Ramesh gave, it bounced. Now business didn't receive its money, this 11,880 from Ramesh. So for dishonor, what I said, what entry you have to do, the reverse entry of check received. So check received, what will be the correct entry? Bank account debit to debtor's account. Here debtor is Ramesh, but whenever dishonor happens, you have to do the reverse entry. So again Ramesh account debit to bank, because Ramesh will become debtor again. He needs to make the payment. Again he will become our debtor. So now what you are going to write on April, no, first April 5th we did, then April 7th first we have to pass the entry. I didn't said I write. So Ramesh check deposited in bank, for that what entry you will pass on April 7th? Bank account debit to check in hand account 11,880. Because April 7th you are depositing the check which you received from Ramesh debtor. So April 7th what entry you will pass? You will increase your bank balance, and whatever check you had, you will decrease, because now that check you are not having. Now you have given to bank asset. Check in hand is also an asset. So now no more asset with you. Asset is decreasing. So you are crediting check in hand. Bank balance will increase. So on April 7th, bank account debit 11,880 to check in hand account 11,880. So April 7th transaction is clear to both of you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now April 9th, which I was telling, Ramesh check dishonored, bank charges 20. So for that April 9th, write it down April 9th. Now what I said, again the person will become your debtor. He needs to make the payment, because whatever check he gave to the business couldn't get any money from that check. So again he becomes the debtor. So debtor is an asset, and debtor increases, asset increases. So you have to debit Ramesh account. Don't write any amount now. Just write Ramesh account debit. Then you have to do the reverse entry I said. So whatever discount you allowed to Ramesh at the time of making payment through check, you have to cancel that discount. So if any expense what you have debited, you should decrease that expense, means you have to credit. Discount allowed is always an expense for the business. Now you have to write 2 discount allowed. How much discount you gave to Ramesh? 1% of 12,000, that is 120. You have to cancel that discount. Now he will not get any discount because whatever check he gave, the check has been dishonored. So 2 discount allowed, 120. Bank is also asking charges for this dishonor. That also Ramesh needs to make the payment to the business and business will make that payment to the bank. So 2 bank charges 20 rupees. It is given in your question. Bank charges 20. Then 2 bank account. Why 2 bank account? How much check has bounced? 11,880. This you have increased when you received the check from Ramesh. Now this 11,880 you have to decrease. 2 bank account 11,880. So finally April 9th, again I am repeating, try to understand why we are passing these entries on April 9th. Ramesh check dishonored, bank charges rupees 20. So Ramesh account debit. Now you can add all these. Discount allowed 120, bank charges 20 and the check given by Ramesh for 11,880. All these amounts together. So 12,020 rupees now Ramesh needs to make payment to the business. Because of Ramesh only, what happened? Business needs to pay this 20 rupees charges to bank. So that also Ramesh needs to pay to the business. Finally Ramesh will pay to business 12,020. Discount allowed will be cancelled. Bank charges will be asked from Ramesh. Then whatever check he gave, that also dishonored. So that 11,880 also, who needs to make the payment? Ramesh. Ramesh will finally make the payment 12,020 rupees to the business. Any doubt? Yes. Manjusha, Janani, are you understanding, dear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Yes, Janani?
No, ma'am, I understand.
Okay, extremely important, dear, because banking transaction comes in your exam and suppose the teacher wishes to give, they will give like this simultaneously all. First for receiving the check, then depositing it into bank some other date, then the check will dishonor. These 3 will come simultaneously sometime. So you should know how to deal and how to pass the entries. Now we are moving to next. April 20th. Ramesh settled his account by issuing check including rupees 60 for interest, 12,008. Already Ramesh needs to pay to business 12,020 rupees. Now Ramesh is saying I will pay extra 60 rupees because of me only all these problems arise. Like bank charged 20 extra and all these happened because of my check bouncing. So I am ready to pay 60 rupees as interest. So now Ramesh is going to make the payment 12,080. On what date? April 20. Kindly write the date also. So April 20. Now business will receive from Ramesh. So bank account debit. How much business is receiving from Ramesh? 12,080. Actually business should receive 12,020, but Ramesh is willing to pay 60 rupees extra for interest. So to Ramesh account 12,020 you will write because you have debited Ramesh with 12,020 in the previous entry. Now you have to credit. Why you are crediting Ramesh? Now he is no more debtor. No more asset. Asset has decreased. When he makes the payment, he is no more asset. So you have to remove him from the book. How to remove any asset? You have to decrease the asset. For that you are debiting Ramesh by 1220. And to interest received, this 60 rupees is interest which the business is receiving. It is an income for the business. Extra 60 income. All the income you have to credit. So to interest received 60. In this way, in bank account, business will get 12,080 rupees. Any doubt? April 20th?
No, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Now, April 21st. Cash directly deposited by Raja in bracket customer in bank account 8,000. Who is Raja? Raja is a customer. Raja is a debtor. He needs to make payment to the business. But he is not coming to the business office or business shop to make the payment. What he is doing? He is directly going to bank and depositing in bank 8,000 rupees. This customer. Now what will be the entry for this? So bank account debit, because bank balance will increase. If any customer is going to bank and depositing directly, cash will not increase, bank will increase. Bank is an asset and it is increasing, so you are debiting. Bank account debit 8,000 to Raja. Now he is no more debtor, he already paid the business 8,000. You have to remove him from books. So you are crediting him. Asset is decreasing. So 8,000. Bank account debit to Raja account 8,000. Write it down kindly, each and everything. Any doubt in this?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Now we are moving to next. April 23rd. What is April 23rd question? Bank draft got issued in favor of MS Lal and Sons rupees 5,000. So what happens? Sometimes the business makes bank draft and like makes the payment to any customer or anything. For that, bank again charges some amount, 700 rupees here bank is charging. Okay. So now what will happen? It is like, you can understand in this way, like the business is issuing check. In this way you can understand. So bank draft issued, or bank draft means business is issuing check. That's all. So what entry you will pass? Lal and Sons account debit. Why you are debiting Lal and Sons account? Because who is Lal and Son? Lal and Son is creditor. Business will always issue check in order to make payment to creditors only, na? Because if business is receiving any check, means that person is debtor from whom business is receiving check. But if business is issuing any check, means definitely he will be our creditor. So Lal and Son, business is issuing that bank draft to Lal and Son, means he is our creditor. So now liability will decrease whenever business is making any payment to any liability, liability will get decreased. So what is the rule? If liability increases, credit. If liability decreases, debit. So Lal and Son, he is creditor. He is decreasing. Why? Business is making the payment. Now you have to debit Lal and Sons account. How much? 5,000. Then bank charges, it is an expense for the business. Business is what? Bearing that expense. Business is making payment to bank 700 rupees for the service. So bank charges account debit 700. Any expense you have to debit if it increases. To bank. Bank balance of the business will be reduced by 5,700. Bank is an asset. If it is reducing, means you have to credit. So any doubt in April 23rd transaction? Yes, you have to practice, both of you, at home. I am repeating again and again, dear. Just doing the sum in tuition and leaving, it won't help you, both of you. Janani and Manjusha. Whatever I am teaching, do in class, and after the class at home, do the same question. Kindly practice once again. Then whatever question your book is having, do it. Then the more you practice, you will become perfect. Otherwise, it becomes very difficult to score good marks in accounts. Entire thing depends on you. The more you practice, you will score very good marks. Otherwise, really, it becomes very difficult. Kindly practice at home. Don't leave like that. You have to practice again and again the same questions 2-3 times. At least these type of questions. It is very important. Now April 28th, a bill of exchange of rupees 4,000 due after 1 month, discounted from bank for rupees 3,800. Now what is the meaning of this bill of exchange and all? Just understand, it is very easy. Some debtor must have given some bill in written that after 1 month I will make you the payment of 4,000 rupees in written form. Now what happens, and it is a legal agreement, this bill of exchange, it is a legal agreement. So whenever any customer gives to the business, suppose business needs immediate cash, it will go to the bank, it will submit that legal agreement, that is the bill, to the bank, and bank will charge or will deduct some amount and then pay. Then what will happen? After 1 month, bank will directly ask from that debtor to make the payment. This is what all is happening. So here one debtor who needs to make 4,000 payment to the business has given a bill, that is only bill of exchange. Now what business is doing? Business is taking that bill, and after 1 month only that debtor will make the payment. So immediately business is going to the bank and asking for making payment. Now what I said, whenever bank gives amount, it will deduct some amount. So for 4,000 bank is charging some 200 rupees, 3,800 bank will pay. So for this what entry you will pass? Bank account debit 3,800. Why you are debiting bank? Because bank balance is increasing. Bank is an asset, business is getting cash in bank, so 3,800. Discounting charges 200 rupees. It is an expense. What is this discounting charges? Business is paying 200 rupees to the bank. It is expense. Two bills receivable. Name of that bill which the debtor has given to the business is bills receivable, and bills receivable is an asset for any business. Okay, it is an asset. So now what is happening? When the business got that asset from the customer, it was asset. Now no more asset, because that asset business has given to bank. In exchange of that bill receivable asset only, business is getting this 3,800. So that is the reason two bills receivable. Now this asset has gone out of the business. No more asset. Now this is with the hands of the bank. So bank account debit 3,800, discounting charges expense 200, asset is decreasing, bill receivable 4,000. Any doubt in this? Yes. Okay. April 30th. What is happening in April 30th? Received a check from Shyam after banking hours, rupees 2,500. Read the question carefully. What the question is saying? Received a check from Shyam. Whenever received a check comes, you have to immediately understand definitely the person will be the debtor for the business. Only debtor will give the check. If business is issuing any check, means that person will be creditor to whom business is issuing check. Here business is receiving a check, means definitely that person will be a debtor. In this way you have to understand the thing. So Shyam is our debtor from whom business is receiving a check. But what the question is telling? After banking hours means you have to understand, there is a twist in the question. You have to understand that after banking hours means now business cannot go to the bank and deposit the check. So you have to pass check in hand. Business is going to keep the check in its office only, because the question says after banking hours. It may be night, late night, anything may happen, or it may be holiday, anything may happen. Finally, you have to understand business can't go and deposit the check on the same day. So what entry you will pass? If the check is not deposited on the same day, you know what is the entry? Check in hand account debit to Shyam. 2,500, 2,500. Understood? Yes? Yes, Manjusha, Janani, understood dear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, fine. Now April 30th. Received a check from, April 30th. Goods sold for cash. Rupees 7,000 and half of sale proceeds deposited in bank. Try to understand. Goods sold for cash. Business is selling the goods for cash. How much? 7,000. And half of the sale proceeds. What is the meaning of this line? Half of the sale proceeds means half of the income received during sales. 7,000 cash business is getting, half of 7,000, 3,500 deposited in bank. So business is receiving cash 7,000 and half of it, that is 3,500, business is depositing into bank. This is the meaning. Now, and if you see further, no information is given that some other day the check is deposited, like that nothing is given. It means same day business is depositing the check. Now what entry you will pass? Cash account debit 3,500. Bank account debit, because half of the money it is depositing into bank, so bank balance will increase 3,500. In office the cash will increase 3,500. Sales is an income. Business is selling goods. It is income for 7,000. Are you understanding? April 30th, cash account debit 3,500. Bank account debit 3,500. To sales 7,000. Yes? Suppose the question is simple, like goods sold for cash 7,000, you will write cash account debit to sales. But there is a twist. Question is telling goods sold for cash 7,000, but half of that 7,000 is deposited into bank. So 3,500 bank balance will increase, 3,500 cash balance will increase. And sales is an income, 7,000, so you are crediting sales. In this way you have to pass the entry. Any doubt? Okay. You take just a moment. Take page number 9, question number 4. Page number 9, question number 4. Again very important entry. Taken?
Yes,
yeah. See, Shyam became insolvent. Shyam became insolvent means Shyam is a debtor. He became insolvent. He needs to make payment to the business. Compensation of 75 paisa in a rupee was received from his official receiver. He owed us 10,000. He owed us 10,000 means Shyam is our debtor. He needs to make payment to the business 10,000. This is the meaning of this. He owed us. Now, but he became insolvent means bankrupt. Shyam is not in a position to make the payment of this 10,000 to the business. But court has appointed official receiver. What he will do? He will sell all the assets and see how much the Shyam is getting out of his assets and make the payment accordingly. Now, out of that, what the question says, suppose for example 1 rupee, if Shyam needs to make the payment 1 rupee, in 1 rupee 100 paisa is there, out of that 75 paisa only he will be able to make the payment. So simply what you have to do whenever this type of question comes, just how much Shyam needs to make payment, see 10,000, calculate 75% of 10,000. So 7,500 only Shyam will make payment. Now what will be the entry? Cash account debit. How much business is getting from Shyam? 7,500. Now bad debts 2,500. Bad debts is always a loss for the business. From Shyam, how much amount business is not getting? That is only bad debts, loss for the business. 2,500. That's why you are debiting. To Shyam, you are closing Shyam account. He is your debtor. Now he is no more your debtor. He settled his accounts. You have to remove the asset. That is why you are crediting. You are decreasing the asset. 10,000. Understood? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Very, very important journal entry, dear. Kindly understand, practice at home also. This type of question comes in your exam. So don't ignore. Be serious, practice at home. Second, received cash from Ramesh. Okay. Whenever you read received cash from Ramesh means again Ramesh is our debtor. Whose account was written off last year. Now what is the meaning of this? Whose account was written off last year means last year he was debtor, and written off means removed from books. Kindly write it down. Written off means removed from books. Now his name is not there in the book. Maybe he was not able to make the payment. So what the entry business would have passed last year? Bad debts account debit to Ramesh account in this way. So entire loss yes, of last year as bad debts. So last year he was our debtor and he was not able to pay to the business 5,000. So written off from books, removed from books as bad debts. Obviously whenever any debtor is not able to make the payment, that is loss for the business. So what entry we pass? We call it as bad debts. Bad debts account debit, it's a loss we are debiting and we are removing him from our books to debtors account. So that like that last year has been done by the business. But after some time now he is coming to the business. He is a good person. Now he is saying, now I have money with me. I will make the payment 5,000. So now he is not in the book. His name is not in the book. Kindly remember this. So you are not going to use his name because already written off. His name was removed from the books. So you cannot use his name now. You can't write like cash account debit to Ramesh account. Question will go wrong. So what to pass? You have to write cash account debit to bad debts recovered account. Already bad debts written off. Now recovered. We are getting back. So this is income for the business. Business has written as loss last year. Now business unexpectedly suddenly receiving. So it is income. All the income you have to credit as per the rule. So cash account debit to bad debts recovered account 5,000, 5,000. Again very important entry. If you write cash account to Ramesh, question will go wrong. Because Ramesh is no more debtor. Already business has removed. He has been written off. So it is bad debts recovered account which you have to credit. It is income for the business. Understood? Manjusha, Janani, are you understanding dear why we are crediting, debiting all the accounts?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next, rent due to landlord 8,000. Whenever this due word comes, rent is an expense due to landlord, owner of the house. So it's outstanding liability. Now rent should be paid to the landlord, not yet paid. So what entry you will pass? Rent account debit 8,000. Why you are debiting rent? Because if any expense is outstanding means it relates to the current year, and we are following accrual basis in accounting, which says any expenses relating to the current year, whether paid or not paid, you have to record. So rent is an expense and it is relating to the current year, even though not paid, so you have to debit that expense. So rent account debit 8,000. Now it's a liability. So all the liability you should credit. What is the name of that liability? Outstanding rent. So you have to credit to outstanding rent 8,000. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh. Now the next. Salaries due to staff rupees 10,000. Now salary due to staff, again outstanding. Salary is an expense. Due to staff means now the salary has not been paid to the employees working in the company, business, whatever. Now salary again is an expense which relates to the current year. So whether paid or not, you have to debit. Salary account debit how much? 10,000. Since it is not paid outstanding, it's a liability. In future, business needs to make the payment. So you have to credit. All the liability whenever increases, you have to credit. We are following the rules only. So to outstanding salary account 10,000. Salary account debit to outstanding salary 10,000, 10,000. Understood? Yes.
Yes, ma'am, understood.
Yeah. So finally journal entry is over, dear. Next class I will start ledger and then we will move to cash book. Okay. So be prepared. Don't miss any classes. We will be starting ledger then cash book. Cash book is also extremely important chapter. Double column cash book, single column cash book, very important. Next class, and whatever rest of the questions which I have not taught and given in PDF, you have to do. It's not you will leave. All are extremely important. Try to do it in your notebook and send me as soon as possible. If you are struggling anywhere, ask me during the class. I am not able to understand this, I will explain. Okay. So
Okay,
rest of the questions are your homework. Yes, Manjusha, tell me.
Ma'am, if possible, can you take a test anytime?
I can take a test, dear, but I have to finish the portions. That's the problem. Now, if I take test, I will waste one class. Test all they are taking in your school, na, that's enough. In your school, that so you just keep practicing, dear. In school, they are keeping regular test and all, na. So you just keep practicing, okay? You just solve. See, you can keep your own test when you are able to solve the questions from book back exercises. It means you are understanding, you are doing well. If you are not able to solve, means you are struggling, means you need practice. You have your concepts are not clear. Are you understanding, dear?
Yes.
So I don't believe keeping test in tuition, because in school lot of pressure they are giving, they are keeping test and everything, they are in hurry, so I know. So I will not keep any test. I will just finish. It's up to you how much you are giving time in accounts, how much you are practicing, and how much you are scoring in your school test. Okay? Is it okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, fine. Okay, dear. Thank you. Be prepared. Next class we will be starting ledger. Then we will move to cash book, and lot of chapters are there in 11th. Time is very less. Chapters are more in 11th. Okay?
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you, dear.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, dear. Bye.